how long do you let the third line figure things out before changing it if things don't get better? And again, I'm willing to be incredibly patient with Adam Henrique.
Yes.
And Connor Brown got the 1 goal, so the monkey's off his back, and maybe the pressure's off him for a little bit here.
He's back in Edmonton.
Yeah. Yeah, he got to turn around and come home. Evander Kane, he continues to be a little up and down. How long do you go with that third line? Is there a game you have in mind where you're like, this is the one? If it's not better in 3 games, we're switching it up.
I mean, they get the week at least. So what's that? 4 games, right? Because they play back-to-back on the weekend. And I think a big part of it too is you probably want Holloway to get playing more in Bakersfield, and he's doing well, but you need him to have a good run of games as well before maybe you call him out. Because I think what's missing the most is the speed, right? That's what I would say.
Well, what's our cap situation? They're probably going to bring him up the very last minute.
They have him about $1 million.
Oh, do we?
I'm pretty sure, right? Let me check.
Why didn't we do more? Could have got 10 and fucking reduced twice. Oh, God, that's crazy. Anyways.
They have 1.4 million in cap space. Huh.
We can still use that though, right? Or
yeah, we could.
And again,
but you can only use it to bring up Holloway.
Yeah, I know. I liked what Zach said yesterday. To me, like, leave Holloway until the final 2-3 games of the regular season. Bring him up for that. Let him play 20 plus minutes a night for the next month. Get really, have his game at its best, and then bring him up for the playoffs and have him on your third line.
Yeah, I think you probably want to give him more than 2 or 3 games up here, maybe 5.
See, I don't know.
Well, it's a big step AHL to NHL.
But he knows what the NHL is.
I know, but he needs to get his confidence in the NHL. So go light up the
3 to
AHL.
5 games. Then,
That's better.
Yeah.
He's point per game right now in the American League.
Yeah, I mean, he always is when he goes down, right?
No, I mean, that's good though. That he's just been able to maintain that right away. Because last time he went down, remember, it was really disrupted because it was that weird flood in San Diego. So we only got to play like 2 of the 4 games you're supposed to play or something like that.
So you're not worried about the third line? You're not worried about the third line?
I am
not right now.
I'm not worried, but the numbers don't look great. They've been outshot significantly in both back-to-back games now. So I think tonight's a big one for them. But also, they've not been on the ice for a goal against. They've scored a goal, 2, I think. So they'll be fine, I think. And people in the chat who were saying, like, we need Henrique to be impactful right away. It's like Jay said, it's like it takes a little bit of time here.
It's
tough. People comparing the Toffoli thing. It's like maybe it's fair enough. Like Toffoli's got into Winnipeg and done a really good job to start, but like,
and they didn't have to give up a first round pick for him.
We also could have got Toffoli with that $1 million.
$1 million.
That's annoying to have that much cap space.
Oh, Jay, I said that the day after the deadline, and no one in the chat wanted to hear it.
I wasn't here.
I know.
I would have backed you up, bro.
I said I like the Oilers deadline. I like Henrique. I like Carrick. I like Stetcher. Needed one more move. And now, I mean, people are sitting here being like, the Oilers blue line isn't that good. And it's like, well, yeah, Jesus.
You got to go all in, man. Like, that was not all in. That's just like we made a big bet. Not an all-in bet. Big bet.
All in would have been doing the second and third for Toffoli.
Look at Colorado. They did like 500 moves.
Yeah, but Toronto did that last season, and then that didn't go. Toronto did that last season. Yeah, it didn't go well for them.
Yeah, but it's because they're Toronto.
But we're Edmonton.
Interesting rebuttal.
But we're Edmonton. We don't do big moves though.
We just got Ekholm last year.
Yeah,
and then we got Henrique this year.
One addition. Well, look what Vegas does. Look at what Avalanche do.
Yeah, but they had like a lot of extra cap space to play with because they had injured players. The Oilers didn't have that luxury of you can even call it a luxury.
But look how much Dallas got Tanev for.
Yeah.
Look how much.
But the Oilers tried to get Tanev and Calgary said no.
That is documented.
That was reported.
It's probably because they weren't willing to pay the price.
The Oilers offered the first in CC for Tanev. Calgary said no, we're not taking a contract.
Yeah, they're not taking the contract. Yeah, so they'll go about it a different way.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you could have.
Yeah, I guess.
Would have taken some creativity, which isn't our general manager's strong suit.
Like, look at what, like the acquisition cost from Dallas was not crazy.
No, it wasn't.
And they got him twice retained.
Yeah, I know. I wish the Oilers
fucking
would have done it
insane,
too.
dude.
But it sounds like they were trying to do it, and Calgary wouldn't allow them.
It's because they were trying to push CC back.
Yeah, and that's
so think about a different place for CC. Like there's
evidently nobody wanted.
Like you can't look at the trade of them like this. You gotta look at it like this. Anyways,
Interesting. What an interesting visual for those who are listening on the podcast side of things. What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.